finished that game we started before the news network now. Things were looking pretty interesting in that game. Oh, that's right. I'm turning into a werewolf. I forgot about that. That is exciting. Werewolf? Nymn, you're a very nice streamer. Really? Quote, if Force level says check first chat messages. Yo, look at this guy. Ogag, he says first time and I enjoyed. Feels okay and thumbs up. Yo, if you guys are new here, how'd you hear about my stream? Orson. I want to hear from this guy. XQC? Huh? What? Like when I was on XQC's channel? That was some time ago. From the Raw show 3 years ago. Okay, well, you're not new here then. Alright, anyway, so we're going to continue this game here. The Cat Dynasty with Queen Nymn, who's turning into a werewolf. Chat, give me a good medieval playlist. Or maybe we just go CK3 again, huh? But this isn't even CK3. Ooh. What's this then? Maybe this works. All right, exclamation mark join to join in. You should be sorted back into the same noble house as you were before, if you were playing before. So yeah, I'm just gonna start it now. You can join later, don't worry. Okay, so yes, so previously on Lost, let's see. The yellow team is working towards raising others' defiance. They need to hit 8. Blue are trying to have their faith be low, which they currently are. And purple is trying to get stability down. Meanwhile, I am trying to keep authority up, and also I am becoming a werewolf. And now I'm gonna pick a new honor guard. First, actually, let's arrange the wedding. Your Majesty, your insistence on marrying this commoner is most unwise. If you proceed, it will be against the recommendations of all your advisors. Didn't ask, don't care. Very well, in that case, I suppose all that remains is to make the announcement. Yeah. So this is gonna up define. Deliver wedding invites to the nobles with extravagant gifts? What the? I'm not doing that, though. This brings stability up. Purple's gonna be upset. But this doesn't... I don't want to bring defiance up, though. So I'll do this. What's all this about then, your highness? Why did you gather us in the Great Hall? Oh shit, still bringing it up. I have fantastic news. Ah shit. After you explain your upcoming marriage to a lowborn commoner, a deathly silence falls across the nobles. It's finally broken by Grandee Ilbudel. You guys are pretty pissy with me. Ninth preserve us, your highness. You're destroying centuries of tradition, all because you've gone moon-eyed over some gold-digging peasant? Shameful. The other nobles all raised their voices at once, a rising tide of anger and insults. You duck out of the council hall in case they start throwing things. Now that the news have been broken, the only thing left to organize is the royal wedding itself. Alright then. So what do I pick from the honor guards? The deaths of your honor guard in the line of duty was a tragedy, but we don't have time to more. Oh, that's right. I picked blue already, but they died to the werewolf. Can I just get more? Since your previous honor guard were northern warriors who died horrible deaths, you're unlikely to find any volunteers from the north to replace them. Okay, so I can actually pick the north again. Their faith and loyalty, yeah. I'm thinking about picking yellow to try to get their defiance down, but I'm not sure it's even worth it. Is this risky when they're at this defiance? Wake up! But then that brings purple defiance up. Maybe this is just a mistake. This can't go any higher. I'm actually gonna go with the Eastern Knights. See, defiance can't go higher here, so it's like I'm kind of taking advantage of that. Bard Core. Bardcore medieval style. Interesting. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They're all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Ooh. What the fuck, Juno Cash? You should do a VIP mod purge tomorrow, would be fun. What? Okay. You make me so mad. Alright, chat, now you guys can fund stuff. I think the yellow are by far the richest. Yeah, they are. Blue farming down. Blue trade up. Not too interesting here. Purple farming up. Stability down. This is... D is very good for purple. Chat, or sorry, yellow. How about you guys build a monument, huh? If you build a monument, I promise I won't tax you next. If you don't build it, I will tax you next. Shakira, Shakira. We are 11, says Nymn C. 17 months prime. Thank you so much. We are 11. Welcome back. You guys do know, by the way, that if purple gets this, then they're in line with achieving their goals. Blue is not voting. What are they supposed to do? They've spent 69 coins on a deer park and 1 coin on a thieves guild. This was sort of a boring one. Thank you, though, yellow, for funding my monument. I will not be taxing you guys, even though you're the richest. So you're welcome. See, I can be a man of my word. What's the point in telling them to fund it if you're taking their money? So they lose in both situations. Well, they don't have to spend as much money maybe funding it. Okay, so stability goes down, but authority goes up. It's not metagaming. This is what the point of the game is. This is like a board game, man. You make deals. Okay, we got 3 things here. What do we do first? Pagan prophecies. Is this someone's quest? The High Inquisitor. The Northern Chiefs, God Speakers, have uncovered an ancient prophecy. And what does it say? That's beside the point. All I know is that this specific heresy is spreading like wildfire and must be stamped out immediately. What she means to say is the chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you. True or not, many northerners believe in it. Can someone please just tell me what it says? The prophecy tells of an authoritarian queen who is overthrown by a northern warrior, the savior of the pagans, known by names such as the Thronebreaker, the Sword of Valtor, or Lord Render. That's you, by the way, the authoritarian queen, not the Lord Render. The prophecy calls for the collapse and death of all false gods, including the 9th, whom Knellquist will lead into a bubbling cauldron disguised as a magical pond. This is sounding very heretical. Worse than heresy, Your Majesty, it's a lie. We must strengthen the church in the north. Besides falsifying their prophecy, it might even save a few misguided northerners. The pagans still blindly worship their old gods. However, if we don't act soon, the kingdom will be lost. Interesting. So what should we do about this prophecy in the north? We could order priests to go there and decry the prophecy as false. Bring in faith up, which is bad for them. Bring in defiance up for them. Bring in down stability and authority. Or we can invent a counter prophecy, delaying the scheme for 1 season. Allow the prophecy to spread, no one believe it anyway. Guys, blue is gonna hit this faith thing even if we do this. So B is really the best choice. Now I could just veto A if I want to here. But, I'm gonna do this instead. Na, 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 na. You guys are so great. So see, so purple is playing for their own victory instead of trying to delay the blue. And yellow, for some reason, helping them with that. Oh, yellow wants the fines to go up. I should have vetoed this thing. I just realized I should have just vetoed this. Because this plays into like everyone's book. I should have just vetoed this one. Whatever. It's bad for blue, I guess, but it doesn't matter that much for them. I have 9 authority though, so I'm pretty... that's gonna go back down to 8 actually. The Archbishop mobilizes the priesthood. Emergency sermons are held in every church across the kingdom, warning the faithful to stay vigilant against pagan lies. I should have vetoed A. Now yellow is hitting their goal, purple is hitting their goal, and blue is hitting their goal. Everyone's just hitting their goal now. But every time I veto, everyone just cries. So I didn't want to veto. Should have just done it though. Hundreds of priests are sent up north to preach to the local populace, which naturally causes tension with the chiefs. You hope it will be enough. Don't worry, chat. I'll become a werewolf and kill you all. I've gathered some reports from the south. The grandees are among the region scheming against you. No surprises there. They're smearing you up as impious in unholy queen. They have inquisitors digging up evidence as we speak. What can I do? I suggest you strengthen your relationship with other regions. You'll want them on your side. Sadly, your popularity with the nobles leaves something to be desired. They are likely working with the inquisitors already, providing them with damning information. We must stop this. Tonight. Yeah, I'm not bringing stability down any further. I'll just do this. Are you gonna leave them to do what they want, or are you gonna delay their scheme for one reason, for one season? It's all up to you guys. Should have vetoed the other one. I'm mad. And veto this. No, I'm good. I'll gladly allow that. Alright, there's 8 people in the yellow squad that are voting to delay their own scheme. That's interesting. Maybe they want to start a rebellion? Imposters. Within days, non-grandee nobles flood the inquisitors with tips on each other for every possible sin. Eating veal on Sundays, buying a crossbow made with the wrong type of wood, wearing trousers backwards, wearing trousers forwards. It's an effective stalling tactic, for now. The grandee's stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season, so we stalled them. But at what costs? The royal wedding. Your wedding to Jay is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Commoners travel from every corner of the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Many nobles refuse to attend the event. Even now, they're still furious that you're marrying a commoner. On the day of the ceremony, the streets are packed, but St. Bertrand's Cathedral is nearly empty. But when you walk down the aisle to see Jay waiting by the altar, their face lit up by the most radiant smile, suddenly nothing else matters. Do you take this person as your lawfully wedded spouse? I do! Oh, look at that. Stability is going up, purple. Unlucky. Then I pronounce you wife and spouse. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast. And after the feast, a dance. At first, the nobles refused to speak to Jay, preferring to mutter among themselves about their low-born status. But then you glare at them, and one by one, they shuffle forward and offer their sullen congratulations. By the time you find yourself alone with Jay, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. So here we are at last, married after all those years of sneaking around. Can you believe it? It's like a dream. The most wonderful dream. What did you do to get the nobles to agree to this? They hate me now. Well, I love you. And I'm the royal consort now, which means I'm far more important than they are. Care to join me in bed? No time like the present, eh? They swig back the last dregs of their wine and lead you to bed. Wow, this is a lot fancier than my old cottage. Sexu. Okay. Cool. Let's end the season. They are banging a beast. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Martha, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the queen in the north, the Lordrender, soon to be queen of all the kingdom. Glory to the Northrender, chosen of Eltor, glory to Morgana and the north. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Now we must bring down the false queen in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. Final victory goal for blue. Lower your own defiance or raise your own farming. Which one will it be? Final win condition. Nymn, could you check which color I am? Dr. Tumbleweed. You're yellow. They might win, do we, Rebel? Yellow, you guys are also on your way to succeed on your second goal, by the way. You're like right behind them. Alright, so blue has chosen to try to lower their own defiance. That's kind of good. It works against the yellow goal, but I think it doesn't matter because I don't know how many turns the yellow need to wait, though. So it is destined, so it will be. Spread the word to all Morgana's children. The Thronebreaker has risen and the false queen will fall. But first, we drink in honor of the gods. More cheers erupt throughout the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage of the scheme, you guys need to lower your defiance to 4 or less. That's your final. Meanwhile, in the east, you guys have not managed to hit the stability goal because of my marriage. What happened? The kingdom was meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now. It's more like a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. No demon will come anywhere near it. So 4 or less is your goal, purple. And then finally... No, okay, so we're not at the yellow yet. Well, I said I wouldn't tax yellow. And I'm a man of my word. I guess I'll just tax everyone. What? I didn't specifically tax yellow. I would have otherwise. I would have for sure because you guys have so much money and max defiance already. So I kept my word. That could have been way more painful for you. Why don't you tax blue? Because I don't really want their defiance to go too high. Even though they need to get their defiance down. We'll see. Probably I do. But the only thing is I'm playing into yellow. But yellow's going to succeed no matter what. I don't know, man. It's tricky. Alright. About your heir. Your marriage to Jay has leaped from strength to strength over the past few months. Truly, you found your soulmate. And every day you count your blessings. It's high time you thought about an heir. Well, you're finally married. I'm very happy, thank you. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom. But I'm glad you found a way to have both. Wow, thanks, Mom. You need someone young. Yep. My spouse and I. Does this ever matter? It doesn't, right? Because it always says you take a month off for this. Enforcer's gonna get banned. Really? Why? I'll just go with it anyway. I already did the adopting one. Or, yeah, I did. I think I've done all of them already. What's going on in the south, huh? Moon Charon, Your Majesty, my knaves... How do you pronounce this word? Accuse me of hoarding wealth. Me! Worse, they're throwing down their tools and burning their belongings, saying they want to live an ascetic life, that I should do the same. They want to have more exercise? No, not athletic, ascetic. They don't want to be pinned down by worldly possessions, but burning them is quite the overreaction. The ringleader of this movement is a philosopher called Ortega. She calls herself a voice for the ninth god. And they hang on to her every word. They'll be at my door at any moment. Okay, what should we do about these people being all upset in the south? Break up their meetings. Bringing down defiance and stability. Well, that's juicy for purple, isn't it? Bringing up faith. Bringing down... Giving money to the people in the north. And bringing down defiance. In yellow. Let's see here now. If you like it, then you better put a ring on it. I feel like I can't do anything. If I pick the... what I even put this on, you know? If you like it, then you better put a ring on it. Purple wants B, by the way, real bad. Because they want to succeed with their scheme. So are you guys gonna let them? Oh my god, they're gonna get it. Because these people can't decide on which one to vote. Can you check if bot next door is in a faction? No, it's not. Oh. Uh-oh. Yo, thanks, guys. Very nice. How do I rebel? It's quite easy. All you have to do is... People talk, people's not talking. I don't think anyone can rebel now, right? The chiefs welcome the extra cash for the use of their peasants. Authority is now tyrannical. Defiance is now aggrieved. Some chiefs' wealth has increased and some grandees' wealth has decreased. Unlucky. But meanwhile, more and more southern servants discard their possessions to follow Ortega's teachings. So now you guys actually can't rebel in the yellow right now. Too much crime. What is this? Your Majesty, the courts are overloaded. They simply can't fit any more prisoners into their prison cells. Wow, how can the prisons be freed up? Hold a prisoner lottery and release the winners. Announce an amnesty and release everyone, or just build more prisons. That makes sense to me, but I don't know, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't think anyone knows. Anything can happen, really. It's like, it doesn't always tell you what's gonna happen, but there's a very big chance here that whatever option you pick is gonna affect something. I mean, like, you could guess that releasing everyone is probably not good for the stability of the kingdom. That might be a juicy one for purple, especially at a 40%. As you can tell, they are voting for it. Building more prisons, I don't know what that's gonna... Maybe that's gonna bring up trade or something. But you guys have decided we're gonna have a prisoner lottery and release the winners. What could possibly go wrong with this? Fuck, I lost... What? The lottery takes place as planned, but the nobles grow nervous about an influx of former criminals in the general population. So that was Giga W for purple. Complaints rise along with grumbling about the Queen's haphazard approach. Still, at least there's less pressure on the prisons. Damn, dude. Alright, end of the season. Deep in the south, in the back garden of a sun-bleached villa, a number of grandees crowd around a figure, raising their arms in toast. Here's to the future king, Balthasar, and the golden age on the horizon, says Alt 0189. May the ninth god strike down the false queen for her wickedness. Soon the Inquisition will be complete, and the Archbishop will crown our claimant. But what should be done with the queen? So, yellow, vote on your final win condition. Either goal lower stability or lower authority. Yeah, that makes sense. Stability is already at an all-time fucking low. That's pretty lucky for you guys. But purple just did all the legwork for you guys by lowering stability. And then you can just cruise on that. I almost feel like these win conditions should be all determined in the start or something, because this happens a lot. I don't know. A glorious way to usher in the new king. The ninth god will surely be pleased. First, the current queen's grip on the kingdom must be at an all-time low. We wouldn't want to face any backlash from our little fireworks show, would we? For the final stage, you need to lower stability to 1. Remember, this is the final goal you have, so it's a tricky one. You need 1 or less stability. Good luck. Well, I mean, they're 2 off. Now, purple also hit their goal. 2 counts meet on the outskirts of a barren farm, wind whipping at their long cloaks. Flip, flop. Hey, 5A, thanks for the 9 months prime, man. Welcome back. Good news from the capital, my friend. Well, bad news, but good for us. Oh yes, fires, wanton murder, giant spiders, is Disaster 90. All that and more. The fabric between worlds is wearing thin. The time is ripe to summon a demon. But which honored guest should we invite? So final win condition now for purple, man. Everyone's on their way of winning. But there can only be one winner. Either lower your own faith, it's at 4 right now, or raise your own trade, it's also at 4. Continuing games make the most sense if you play plenty of them in a row. I have a meeting in half an hour, so I can't play anymore. I'm hoping we'll be able to finish this though, which I think we can. Ankh-Harazad will never break through while the church has its claws in the hearts of the people. If we make the kingdom ideal for his presence, he will sweep through the land and leave nothing but grinning corpses. From one of these corpses, we will simply pick up the crown. So you guys need to lower your own faith to 2 or less. You're at 4 right now. By roll decree, we can tweet the loss. Alright, let's go. 500 coins. Sure. Alright, so yellow can start a rebellion if they want to, or they can try to bring stability down. What do we got here? Speaking of the south. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the south have bribed the grandees to give them an exclusive charter. They now control all trade of perfumes and dyes, the south's most valuable goods. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices, pushing smaller traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. A monopoly just sounds like good business. Should the council help the small merchants of the south? So we can bring down stability, bring up their wealth, bring down trade. They're going to want this one. This one also brings down stability. But brings up the treasury. Or this bringing up trade and stuff. Guys, if stability goes down further, yellow is well on their way of winning, just saying. I don't even have an heir yet. Man, that one blue guy. If you read this. Good shit, chat. My authority. I have an iron fist. Declare the exclusive charter null and void. You order soldiers to break up the monopoly, accompanied by an even more fearsome threat. Lawyers! The charter is declared illegitimate. Many grandees lose their investments. RIP. Smaller traders in the south flourish once again, and prices return to a sensible level. The common folk rejoice. Yellow, you mad? Oh, they are mad. Uh-oh. The cult spreads in the north. There's a problem with the followers of that southerner Ortega. Her teachings have spread to the north, says Chief Sir Horse 1214. Worse, she's getting stronger. She's performing miracles, healing a woman's broken arm with a single touch, curing an old man's blindness. All over the north, the villagers are throwing away their goods and cursing the chiefs for their greed. They're clashing with God speakers and ninth priests alike, starting to brawls in the streets. Every day we lose more workers to this cult. Okay, what do we do with this cult in the north? Join with the cult to officially denounce Ortega? If Ortega is performing miracles, she must be recognized as an official member of the church. Wow, we can have her assassinated and up the... Whoa. Guys, if you vote for C, you gain 500 coins. Balls in your court. But I just picked a golden choice on it, so you get 500 coins if you vote for C. C's bad for you? I lose money, but I gain authority. Everyone's so greedy. So Ortega's gonna be assassinated. That's gonna be interesting. And what's your goal? Bringing up authority. You can see my goal. You see the little crown icon right next to authority? A little money in the right place sweeps your problems clean away. For now. By helping them? Money talks, dude. Money talks. I've taught you guys well. A terrible accident, your majesty. I have some dire news. Count Figaccio was found in the palace gardens this morning. He was attacked by something, torn limb from limb. Uh-oh. As he was technically your guest at the time, we must make every effort to assure the counts that it was not intentional. You suddenly recall the night before, dreams of blood and gore, ripping a helpless noble apart with your powerful jaws. Did I do that? Your Highness, are you listening? All of these options bring up purple defiance. Either we hide the body, or we tell the counts he was killed by a wild beast, or the official story is that he died during yesterday's hunt. We can only write when you're on the overview map and mobile users are too slow. No one can write right now. I'm at 10 authority, so it doesn't matter. Despite your well-crafted story, the counts are not so easily appeased. One of their own dying while under your protection reflects badly on the crown. But more urgent is your knowledge of what you did. You have become a monster with insatiable hunger for fresh meat, human or otherwise. Actually, I could get used to this. Shit! If the ninth god had not wanted this for you, it would not have happened. Rather than shy away from your newfound powers, you must embrace them, indulging yourself with regular midnight hunts. Soon, local peasants are afraid to go out at night, and rumors of a terrible, bloodthirsty beast spread across the crown lands. Shit, man, stability is almost at 1, which means yellow wins the... If stability goes down one single more point, yellow wins the game. Yes. Meanwhile, blue needs to lower their own defiance to 4 or less, which they are also well on their way. They're at 5. And purple needs faith to go down by 2. Everyone's very close to winning the game, including myself. This is crazy. Everyone's really, really close. What do we got here? Stuff happening in the south. A terrible curse. Illidan SF rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. By the blood of the dead, you look like you haven't slept for weeks, says Dead Monkey 116. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair's falling out in chunks. Perhaps you're ill or old. I think I've seen this. It was one of my own peasants. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. All right, chat, what should we do? Test the witch, testing our faith. Send scholars to the southern lands to find an explanation. I'm gonna veto this, I think. I'm scared of this because yellow might win. But you guys shouldn't vote for it then, right? Veto the faith one? Why? Well, in you. I'm gonna just do that. Purple could win with faith? It's not even in the purple region, though. Is it? It's in the south. I don't know. Begging you. Yes, Samson. You arrange for a priestess of the ninth god to question the accused. The church does not look kindly upon witches, particularly if they're cursing a noble for no reason. After several days of questioning and burning of incense, the priestess makes her announcement. The accused is innocent. Things settle down, and Illidan eventually admits that some new pomade may be to blame for his hair troubles. Alright, not too much happened from that. Also in the south, Fury's followers. From Moonsharun, Your Holiness, that troublesome philosopher Ortega is gone, but her followers are marching on our estates, demanding justice. It's the same in the north. They're making her into a martyr, says Joburg. Oh, shit. What are we going to do now, then? We can send the royal army to put a stop to this, which is going to decrease stability, probably allowing yellow to win, then. This one boosts stability, though. Ask the church to preach forgiveness on all sides. That's sort of scary, right? I don't know about purple then. Guys, if you vote on C, you get 500 coins. Man, once it's time to build buildings, the game might be over. I think people are... Oh my god, that cost me 1,000. I just realized. Yikes. I think people are underestimating the value of coin right now, though, because once it's time to build buildings, the game might just end. We'll see. Not now, I guess, because no one's one off, right? No, blue is one off. Oops. You issue a proclamation of inviting Ortega's followers to enjoy bonus cash and comforts, no questions asked. Alright, stability up again. So blue is the closest now to winning the game. It's not long before the followers realize that worldly possessions are actually pretty useful, and Ortega's name fades into obscurity. Cool. Panic in the council. Why, is there a werewolf there or something? Yoga Bollen, Your Majesty, I bring bad news from the east. We are receiving reports of... I'm sure your news can wait. I bring urgent tidings from the north that demand Queen's attention at once. Wait your turn, you ignorant dolt. Why don't you settle your quarrel outside? Meanwhile, I have news from the south that really is urgent. Shut up! Shut up! The eastern courts are corrupt, your grace. Judges are letting off the vilest criminals in return for the slightest bit of coin. Is that all? By the old gods. The north is increasingly lawless, your greatness. Some chiefs have taken advantage, declaring themselves independent of your rule. My news is worse still. The cities of the south are being consumed with riots on a weekly basis. Our citizens want to overthrow the queen and elect a more competent ruler. All these problems have arisen because the kingdom is increasingly unstable, your majesty. Something must be done. What do you suggest? Unfortunately, we lack the resources to tackle these problems all at once. We must vote on which matter to prioritize. Alright, guys. Restore order in the south. I guess we'll bring down... So this one fucks over both blue and yellow. Send troops to bring the independent chiefs back into the kingdom. This one... I'm not sure. It ups stability. All of these actually fuck over yellow. But some of the, reform the eastern courts. This one I think brings up defiance in blue. And troops to bring the independent chiefs back into the kingdom. I think this brings down blue defiance. I think it does. I think it brings down blue military, it brings down blue defiance, and it ups the other defiances. Basically, this one boosts defiance. So yeah. Guys, if blue defiance goes down by 1, they win. Just saying. So I think if B wins, then blue wins the game. But the ball's in your court. Not true? How not? I'm pretty sure B lowers blue defines to 4. Or maybe even further. But it looks like we're gonna do the yellow option instead, so that should bring down yellow defines and up the blue defines. It's also gonna lower faith in yellow, I guess. And it's boosting stability, so yellow also gets fucked over by this. These are all pretty bad for you guys. Defines goes down in yellow because we helped them out. Even the priest of the Ninth Church preached for a return to law and order. This does the most good. Those citizens begin to distrust their clergy as a result. Oh! Blue defines went up to 7. Stability went up to 5. Top keck. How low does the purple the faith need to be again? Like 2? I think I'm about to win this shit. Oh shit, here you go though, chat. I have no say in this whatsoever. Blue faith up, blue farming down, purple trade up, purple farming down. Or sorry, purple faith down. Yellow stability up or yellow stability down. So definitely F is good for yellow and D is good for purple. Blue doesn't really have anything interesting to build. Shit, man, I'm hoping this game wraps up soon. I have to go in like 10 minutes. I almost forgot, but I got a meeting today. You know, I need to sleep, I have work. You guys are spending a decent amount of money here. The library was actually funded 60k? Lol. Who's funding that? Blue people that just want to try to mess up for yellow? You gotta throw in another like 20k though. Oh, it's close now! Fuck, that was actually really close in the end. But alas. It gets refunded if it doesn't build? Wait, really? So there's going to be a prison built bringing down stability, and there's going to be a observatory built bringing down faith in purple. I think for purple is now only 1 faith off their goal. Could be wrong though. Your heir. I finally have my heir. I asked my crown be passed down to my son. Oh, sucks to be yellow. Kingdom's more stable now because I had a kid. Honk Honk asks what the name of my son is. It's Nymn the Second. Most pleasing, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Nymn Second will grow out to be a chip off the old block. Bankruptcy looms. Wait, an old debt. Grandy Anony 1138. How do you expect me to take this seriously, you crack-brained simpleton? Shut your daft mouth and give me what I am owed, you honorless dog. Calm down, both of you. This pimple-headed lackwit expects me to pay him a huge quantity of gold just because his great-great-grandfather beat my great-great-grandfather in a foot race. A debt is owed. A debt owed is a debt owed, is it not? Your Majesty, I only recently discovered this debt while combing through my ancestor's journal. Honor dictates that Grandy Anthony is liable for his ancestor's debt. Up my honor. This is ludicrous. I demand we put this to a vote. What do we got here? Should Grandy Anony pay back their ancestors' debt to Count Rauno Repomis? We can... this one boosts yellow defiance and decreases purple, right? This is sort of an uninteresting one, no? I'm just gonna call the vote. I don't believe that in... This one doesn't involve blue, and they're the only ones whose defiance really matters. It also redistributes wealth here. So this one takes Anony's money, right? Wait, why are so many yellow people voting for C? Are you trying to bring up your own defiance so you can write or something? Cause maybe. By the 9th, 2 centuries of interest, but I'll go bankrupt. Your great-great-grandfather should have thought of that before he decided to run so slowly. Tell you what, oh my god, this guy's loaded. I'll give you a few weeks to sell off the family silver before I expect full payment. This is an outrage. Rounder, you little snake, I'll get you back for this. Meanwhile, bankruptcy looms in the kingdom. What do you suggest we go? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. Alright, guys. I don't want authority down. I'm gonna go ahead and just mint some new coins, guys. I am the bank. I'll just make coins. Oh, I'm rich! The Royal Mint begins churning out new coins, allowing to pay off several old debts. This is gonna work out great. Oh, let's see now. Blue, you guys are trying to keep the fines down, are you not? Try that. Wild beast attacks in the north. Chief Manding, Your Highness, I'll bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife has gone berserk in the rural areas. They're attacking villages and travelers all across the region. Tell me more. They're great hulking beasts, twisted by magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. The northern warriors are afraid. They say creatures are dark omen, a sign of the end. By the 9th, what's got into these chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals, says Rex Danny. The other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your Majesty. No one wants to march up to the frozen north for something like this. You're all as useful as nipples on a breastplate. Though the church's presence in the north is minimal, we could provide shelter for those who need it. All will be welcome, whether they are adherents to the true God or not. It's the least we can do. Or if you can afford it, send a detachment of merchants who aren't afraid of a few wild bears. That should put an end to this crisis. What can we do here? We can bring down authority, bring up Blue Defiance. We can boost Northern military, pay money for it. I'm not interested in this, that's all I know. No, the military is too good, veto it. Nah. The thing is, at 10 authority, no one can rebel. It's kind of strong. But very fickle. I mean, anything can topple my authority a touch. Chat, I'm really enjoying this game, but I have to go. That's the problem here. I thought we would be able to wrap up the game because everyone's so close to winning. But I think we're at like 20 minutes off at least. Chat, at any other point, I'd do it, but I had to be at a meeting at 8. Start the stream again after it. Nah. You'll have to tune in again. But then tomorrow I'm not really streaming. Maybe I go live sometime in the evening if I can finish the game. Return the tales of the glory hunt and legendary northern hospitality. Chief Manding is happy to report that the beasts have been forced back into the wilds. Chat, I win this game though. Wait, your ambition. Wait. Maybe I have time to win this game real fast here. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the greatest queen who ever lived. You're well on your track to achieve that aim. Well done, Your Majesty. Oh, you guys are very angry. Man, bringing down your own defiance. This is a tough goal, Blue. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, smash their armies, and force them to submit. Wait, I'm not even done yet. I need another... I still need another fucking thingy. I'm gonna go with authority and military. Man, it's so hard to win as the thingy. I think I've been playing so well. I don't know how many seasons until I hit that. Alright, yeah, I'm really sorry about this, chat, truly. But, it's, you know. It's not easy being Nymn and having all of these things to deal with. So, we're gonna have to continue that game for sure. That's an interesting playthrough. I'm sorry to have left it like this. This game always takes a bit longer than I think it will. I apologize for that, guys. That was truly was a Nymn. Make sure to follow the channel so you don't miss the epic conclusion to that game. Tomorrow, like I said, we're moving our day off, so I'll stream Wednesday, but I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm not streaming tomorrow, unless maybe I can find time in the evening to go live, in which case we could finish this game, but I don't want to make any promises because I try not to break promises anymore. I've been doing that a lot. So no promises made. Officially, no stream tomorrow. I'll be back again Wednesday. Before you leave, please follow the channel if you haven't already. Y'all have been amazing today. Thank you so much for watching. Also, I'm looking to play some more Bloodborne soon. This game has been great fun, but I think we should get back onto Bloodborne as well. And that's really it. Let's send you guys over to Yaben now. She's gaming as well. She's playing some Witcher. And I want to see some Dockles all around. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Take good care of one and another. Have a great continued start to your week, guys. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And no, I did not Gemper, because but it's TTV. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon.